Now, KAPP KVEW local news at 6.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Madeline Hagan.
And I'm Jeff Jacobs, in for Jason Valentine.
Well, we hear about them constantly. Tonight, we're talking about scams, especially those targeting the older population. A Tri-Cities woman was seconds away from being scammed out of her life savings, and now she's thanking the people who stepped in to prevent it and warning others.
Christine Altsena, a retired nurse and Vietnam veteran, enjoys a quiet life in Kennewick. She never thought she'd almost lose her entire life savings to scammers. It all started while browsing on her iPad.
And all of a sudden this pops up and it's frozen, I thought. I didn't know. And I was supposed to call a number.
She says a woman calling herself Sarah picked up the phone.
Introduced me to the fact that my identity had been stolen.
And then she started talking to a man named Peter, claiming he was a federal government employee.
He asked that if I had money in the bank, we could take it out before everything was frozen and put it some safe place.
Christine says the man ordered her to drive to the bank, drain her accounts except for $1,000 and follow his directions.
The whole time he was saying, don't talk to anybody, don't call anybody. I was terrified. And I do have PTSD, but I just felt later, when I thought about it, I said, I was trapped. That was the feeling you get. You're trapped.
After a teller counted all her money, Christine was ordered to go to the Kennewick Walmart and purchase gift cards totaling the amount of money she had.
This is ridiculous. So I said to him, I can't do this. He said, okay, well, the other way we can do it, he says, we can go to a Bitcoin machine. There's one on Clearwater at a Shell station.
Christine tried to work the Bitcoin kiosk when a gas station employee stepped in.
He said, excuse me, but are you talking to a family member? And I must have looked puzzled and looked at him. He said, there's been somebody who was scammed on this machine. All of a sudden, the pieces starting to fall into place, and the man in my ear is saying, head back to your car. We'll have to initiate, this search warrant now for you, or, the arrest warrant and things. And I said, don't bother, I'm heading to the police station myself, and hung up on him.
The 5-hour saga ended just like that. Christine drove to the Kennewick police station where an officer talked to the scammer and explained what was likely going on.
They would have scanned those gift card numbers, or the virtual wallet has a number on the back of it too, and they would scan that and then they could cash it anywhere they want. And they use that because they can't track them.
She says all the signs were there, but in the moment she was terrified. Christine is grateful for the Shell station employees who spoke up.
He saved my life. He was my guardian angel.
And now she wants others to beware of the signs of a scam.
Think this through. Don't give your money to somebody that you don't know. It's all a scam.
And Christine would like to thank Zoe and Jose at the Shell on Clearwater for thwarting this attempted scam. And according to the Office of Crime Victims, there are so many scams going around, everything from people pretending to be your own grandchildren asking for money to tech support scams. If your loved one is a victim of elder fraud, you can contact the number on your screen. There's also renewed concern tonight about fake check scams. That type of scam in eastern Washington preys on those who apply for remote jobs. Scammers do this by sending phony checks. One woman applied online for a remote job and immediately got an offer without an interview. The woman says she got a $1,900 check through the mail to purchase office equipment.
Then I was asked, once I get it and print it, make sure I cut it out properly, endorse it, and before I deposit it, send them a picture front and back. That's when my head went, oh, no, wait a minute. No.
She checked with a local bank to see if that check was genuine and quickly learned it was a fake. New America Credit Union's regional director says sending checks through email is rare and they should be sent electronically or physically. He says customers should check the font, the boldness of the letters, and the memo line. Contact a local bank first before signing a check and making a deposit. Now to the weather. Call it Old Man Winter's final gasp this morning as snow fell across the region. This video shows the snow accumulation in just an hour in West Richland. Remember, it is April 3rd and spring began just about a week ago. Jeff, though, we kind of made a 180 in most of our region. We went from a little hint of winter this morning to sunny skies.
Yeah, we had a little bit of everything today.
We
and
did.
Now some areas are getting scattered rain showers mixed with snow showers as we speak right now. So yeah, what is going on, Mother Nature, in April? Well, we hope that it ends up tailing out a lot better than it's starting. We're looking outside our Legend Sky Cam network. You see this big cell is kind of moving over with a lot of precipitation and again mixed snow in there as well. We don't expect it to stick, so don't worry about putting your tire chains on for the morning. It might not get too that crazy, but definitely do have these systems kind of pushing through. We see here in our Skywatch radar there is definitely moisture in the air and things are happening, especially to the north. When you look up around Connell, there is a cell moving through there as well as the lower valley, so these scattered showers off and on. Next 24 hours, here's what you can expect. The temperature to decrease this evening and get just below the freezing point just before sunrise, the coldest part of the evening, and overnight, and then rising up into the mid-50s by tomorrow. We will see warmer temperatures by the time we reach this coming weekend, but we have to get through a few clouds, a sprinkle here or there, but yes, we will have spring. Trust me, it's on the way. I'll tell you more coming up in the full forecast.
Thanks, Jeff. We trust you. Well, today a jury in Snohomish County convicted a 51-year-old Kennewick man of killing an Everett police officer just over 1 year ago. The Everett Daily Herald reports Officer Dan Rocha was on patrol March of 2022 when he saw Richard Rotter moving guns between two cars in the parking lot of a Starbucks. Rotter was already a convicted felon at the time and not allowed to have guns. Police body camera video shows they talked for several minutes, but when Rocha went to arrest Rotter, Rotter shot the officer several times and then ran over him. While leaving the scene, Rotter crashed a few blocks away. The jury found him guilty of aggravated first-degree murder. He is set for sentencing 2 weeks from today. Walla police arrested a 26-year-old man Friday evening after an alleged shooting. This happened near Harrison Street and Chase Avenue. Officers found and arrested the suspect inside the Walla Walla County Fairgrounds. Police arrested the man on suspicion of assault, illegal possession of a gun, and carrying a concealed pistol without a permit. Officers say the suspect and victim know each other. There was no danger to the public. Both the Yakima County and Kittitas County Sheriff's Offices support a bill that would give them more discretion when it comes to when they can and cannot pursue a vehicle. They say ideally they'd avoid pursuits altogether, but sometimes the danger of letting them go outweighs the danger of risking a police chase. In cases where they suspect someone's committed a violent crime, and we're going to go ahead and go to the next story. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Moving on now to the state of Washington. As of today, the state no longer requires masks in healthcare facilities, nursing homes, and correctional institutions. Local governments or individual healthcare providers can still require masks. Astria health officials say they're waiting on further guidance from the Department of Health before making any big changes, but say there will be occasions where they will require masking.
Patients coming into the facility with respiratory symptoms, there's an indication to still wear a mask. For our providers who are taking care of sick patients to wear a mask. We need to still protect the community as well as our staff.
And you can still choose to wear a mask if you want to, and the CDC still says you have to wear a mask if you test positive for the virus. New at 6, a warning about releases from Mackay Reservoir in Oregon that could cause potential hazards from higher stream levels. You should especially be aware of fluctuating water levels between the reservoir and Umatilla River. According to the Bureau of Reclamation, the reservoir may release more water to maintain safe operations and to allow additional water to move into the system. In fact, water levels may fluctuate in the coming months as rain and snowmelt continue to add to the reservoir. Mackay Creek could run at full capacity, and you might notice higher water levels downstream of the dam. Also new at 6, local dams operated by the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers and on stretches of the Snake and Columbia rivers will increase water flow. The aim of the spring spill is to help salmon, especially the juvenile fish, and steelhead reach the Pacific Ocean. Changes in dam protocol during this time aim to allow the fish to pass through fish ladders and other open ways through the dams. The water will flow over spillways instead of through the turbines. The operations began today on the lower Snake River and will begin next Monday on the lower Columbia River. Well, call it the pride of Washington State University. See this new statue unveiled today and learn what its creator hopes will happen. Plus, a golfing phenom from Richland on a national stage. Learn how Emily Wynn finished at a special event in Augusta. And a social cause for a worthy cause. See the outfits displayed at Fashion with Compassion. You're watching KAPP Local News at 6. We'll be right back after the break.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Your hometown store has a wide selection of everything egg related. Plus, we're the largest Purina dealer in Hermiston. Products you trust from people who care. Northwest Farm Supply in Prosser, Hermiston, and Othello.
Whether you're looking for your next houseplant, getting those spring flowers in the ground, or planting your dream garden landscape, Queensgate Gardens is the place to go. Queensgate Gardens in Richland. Let's grow together.
An accident can shatter your life. At Tamaki Law, we put your life back together.
As a personal injury attorney, I meet some of the best people under the worst of circumstances. They come to us suffering. They completely depend on us. That's why we work hard and fight for the justice they deserve.
If you've been seriously injured, call Tamaki Law and get your life back.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more. With a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade. All with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
You heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered motion-activated multi-directional floodlight, the versatile wireless, safety, security, and outdoor lifestyle light you'll love. And right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now, and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-248-8281 or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
Next, ET.
I'm excited about it.
We're with country music's finest for all the action in Austin.
ET, see you at the CMT Music Awards.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on KVEW.
Watch me. Watch me jump, dive, and splash. Put me by a pool, I'll be soaked in a flash. A girl in the water to swim like a fish. Just 2 simple legs. That was my wish. I'm a sea turtle, shark, a seal on a slide. This is my day of fun, with nothing to hide. Watch me. Pioneers in orthotic and prosthetic technology at Shriners Children's. The most amazing care anywhere.
Make your first move with battery power made by Steel. Right now, save $50 on the FSA 57 battery trimmer. Real Steel. Find yours.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Between now and the 14th of April, some local libraries are taking part in a community-based art display. It's called the Clothesline Project. It's meant to be a reminder of how often violence occurs and the impact abuse has on the victim, their family, and the community. The display shows shirts designed by victims and survivors of violence, illustrating their stories.
Some of the t-shirts have some of the things that they had to go through and how it affected them, and then there's others that have survivor stories saying that they got past the problems with help with a counselor or with an advocate that was able to go to court with them to deal with all of the crime that happened.
Another campaign that's coinciding with the Clothesline Project is the Little Hearts Project. Wooden figurines of 367 children are displayed at the Mid-Columbia Library on Union Street in Kennewick. They represent each of the children who were interviewed for child abuse cases at Kids Haven. You can find all of the libraries participating in these projects on our website, yaktrinews.com. With the help of Leadership Tri-Cities, the Domestic Violence Services were able to raise money for its new thrift store located next to the Kennewick DMV. Fashion with Compassion is a fashion show they held this weekend. Models in the fashion show were community members, including our very own Riley Fitzgerald, who was there to support the Domestic Violence Services and to encourage audience members to raise their paddles to help raise funds for the new store.
I was nervous. I've never been a fashion model in my life. I am an artist, I'm a performer, but this is a very new experience for me.
I was nervous. There was no courtroom or jury for me to look at, so I felt like a fish out of water. And then people were going to be looking at me like I'm modeling. I decided I'm just going to have fun. And the audience was great, and so I just had a blast.
Opening their pocketbooks and their wallets and getting out of their comfort zone, like being a fashion model on a runway.
We're going to raise the paddle and give you an opportunity to help us bring this project to fruition.
I didn't expect us to sell out. I was hoping maybe we'd get a couple donations. It's very humbling to see the community. And so we have a community filled with people who genuinely care.
I'm very proud of Class 26's work. It's a very poignant issue that they've chosen to tackle, and they've done it in such a fun and creative way. And it seems like they've raised thousands and thousands of dollars already.
It's one thing when you have a passion for something because you experienced it, and for other people to pick up the baton of that passion and run with it when they don't have any other motivation other than your story. It is incredibly humbling.
Supporting these victims of domestic violence is a critical element in our community, and it's difficult to talk about, but something we need to do.
The grand opening for the Domestic Violence Services of Benton and Franklin Counties thrift store, officials say, should happen in May. Leadership Tri-Cities and the Domestic Violence Services are putting together the finishing touches. An update now to a story we recently brought you. 9-year-old Emily Wynn from Richland participated in the Drive, Chip, and Putt National Finals at Augusta National Golf Club in Georgia. She placed 5th yesterday in the girls' ages 7 through 9 division. Contestants compete in different age and gender categories to demonstrate skill in driving, chipping, and putting. A huge congrats to Miss Emily.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Jeff Jacobs.
Good evening, my friends, and welcome to April. We don't know what we have in store, right? With a start like we had this morning with the snowfall in areas, scattered rain showers, then blue sky and sunshine. What is going to be coming up next? Well, let's look at what will be impacting you. We're dealing with some scattered rain showers and mixed snow showers still right now as the sun begins to set in most of our areas. Clearing in the evening, which means we're going to deal with some cooler temperatures and then warmer temperatures as we get towards the end of this week and into the upcoming weekend. I'll show you more here. Our Skywatch radar showing some rain activity as we look towards Moses Lake, Othello, down through Connell, a few spots as well in the lower Yakima Valley and around the Tri-City area up towards the Blue Mountains. Futurecast will show that we do have some clearing that is going to actually be happening as we move through this week. We do see these rain showers right now over the Cascades. We see them towards the south into Oregon as well as over the Blues. And as we move into tomorrow morning, we see a little bit more clearing everywhere from Ellensburg down the Yakima Valley towards the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla. As we move through the week some more, yes, we do see some clearing, but we also are going to deal with some clouds and more precipitation by the middle of this week, Wednesday to Thursday. Temperatures right now starting to cool down a little bit. 47 in the Tri-Cities and Prosser, moving up the valley to Yakima and Toppenish at 49 degrees. And we see Ellensburg and Moses Lake both at 44 as well as Connell. Pendleton starting to cool down a little bit there in the lower 40s. Temperature trends, yes, we are still below the average right now as this winter just seems to keep hanging on. But we're going to see as we move through this week, we will get up to our average, which right now is about 63 degrees. And then we'll get above average, yes, by the end of this week and into the weekend. I know a lot of you out there are ready for warmer temperatures and should we say spring-like conditions. Wind speeds are still a little gusty in some areas, a little bit breezy. We see 11 miles per hour in the Tri-Cities, 14 for Hermiston. Down the gorge, 24 for Hood River and the Dalles, 17 for Yakima. And Ellsberg at 25 degrees right now. Look for those winds to be calming down as we move into this evening. And as we move through this week, we'll see a little bit of bump with some breezes, 10 to 15 miles per hour by Friday, and then back down to under 10 miles per hour by this coming weekend. So what do we have to look forward to? Well, we've got the Dust Devils opener coming up. Let me back up out of the way here. In 3 days, baseball already. Now that spring training is all wrapped up. We see Easter in 6 days and NFL already. Didn't we just have the Super Bowl? The draft coming to ABC here in 24 days. Yeah, spring is hopefully in the air. Might not have been today, but activity-wise, it's coming up. Chilly tonight as things clear off. Lows below the freezing point across our entire area. 27 degrees tonight expected for Yakima, 31 Tri-Cities. Walla Walla, Pendleton, Hermiston, you're going to be right around that 30-degree mark as well tomorrow. Things should be a little clearer than today. All right, we'll deal with a few clouds, the sunshine breaking out, but we will see temperatures in the lower to mid-50s as you see here. 55 for Tri-Cities, Prosser at 54, Hanford 56, and Yakima at 53 tomorrow. All right, 7-day forecast Tri-Cities as we move towards Easter Sunday. Where look at that. Once we get through some scattered rain showers and clouds on Thursday, we'll see the temperature start to come up. And Sunday, 70 degrees. A great day to watch the kids out there chasing and looking around for those Easter eggs. And for Yakima, pretty similar situation, just a few degrees cooler. Those scattered showers on Thursday and a high of 53, and then getting up into the 60s. And by Sunday, 64, and then Monday, 70 degrees. Yeah, we went through a crazy day today, but this might just be the end of this winter that started in September and hasn't stopped. Hopefully we've got spring coming right up. Maddie?
Jeff, thank you so much. Still much more to come on KAPP Local News at 6. We'll be right back after the break.
Make an experience this weekend to Vapiano. Relax in the country, experience the wine, and share in the joy. Vapiano awaits you and your friends. Make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estate and Winery. Slow down, enjoy the journey.
For the first time in a while, the road ahead of us looks good. And it's about time. Since 1989, Arrow Construction Supply has been Washington and Idaho's leading provider of products and services for asphalt, concrete, and erosion control industries. We have all the products and equipment for sale and rent to get the job done. So if you're ready to make your road home as smooth as the road ahead, then you'll want Arrow paving the way. Arrow Construction Supply.
I'm getting backyard cookout vibes. Inside? Oh, that's the new DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger. Now you can take the backyard anywhere with honey barbecue sauce and house-made Hidden Valley Ranch. You guys are taking this backyard anywhere thing really seriously. Maybe next time you'll take that DQ Backyard Bacon Ranch Signature Stack Burger to, you know, the actual backyard.
We need a hose.
Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
He's going to speak now.
The bad news. Most cell companies only give you discounts if you meet their hidden requirements.
I bet he says the good news now.
The good news. US Cellular gives you $500 off any phone when you choose an unlimited evolved plan. No plan restrictions or trade-ins needed.
So nice.
So, friend who always has a broken phone can finally get a new one.
It's just a scratch.
It's broken.
No.
Ooh. It's busted.
We're good. Oh no.
Get $500 off any phone with no hidden requirements. US Cellular, built for us.
Homeowners, Washington is moving to renewable power. Consider an investment in green energy. Rooftop solar with Solar Power Northwest, a true one-stop shop. Solar Power Northwest, a better way to solar.
Click It RV Tri-City Superstore has gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you like, then build it, price it, and click it. Or come to the Pasco Autoplex. From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes, the huge indoor-outdoor RV show is here. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee. Only at Click It RV Tri-Cities or clickitrv.com.
Be a winner like me and get the Click It RV.
Steps to a brighter future with Merit Resource Services.
When you are in need of substance abuse disorder treatment and your burdens are too much to bear alone, Merit will help. Our experienced and certified staff offers support recovery for all in need by providing access to quality assessment, education, integrated treatment services, and co-occurring services for substance abuse and behavioral health needs. Merit Resource Services, where we believe in recovery for all.
Welcome back, everyone. WSU Tri-Cities unveiled a new statue on Monday morning. It's a replica of the Cougar statue on the Pullman campus, commissioned and donated by WSU alum Gary Schneidmiller. He is hoping to bring this statue to each Washington State University campus. WSU Tri-Cities Chancellor Sandra Haynes explained that the campus is doing a lot to expand toward meeting the needs of the community, focused in energy and energy production.
Behind us is the Bioproduct Sciences Engineering Laboratory, and just last week we announced that we have a partnership with Snohomish County in sustainable aviation fuel. So a lot of research goes on in that building around bioproducts, bio-natural gas, biodiesel, and sustainable aviation fuel.
Chancellor Haynes says the university is also hoping to have more announcements coming at the end of the month with the Institute for Northwest Energy Futures as they look at how to move into a decarbonized future. You're watching KAPP Local News at 6. We're back in just a moment.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
You can prepare as much as possible, but whatever you imagine, something else will happen. Patty and I have been together since 1984. Patty got diagnosed with Parkinson's in 2012. Having a caregiver helps with still being in a relationship. There's all sorts of expenses. Renting the bed and the tilt and space wheelchair. The money's going to be there, just like health insurance, and hopefully you don't ever have to use it. Walk Cares will help you take care of yourself.
The local water experts at Culligan can take care of everything but the kitchen sink. Actually, we do that too. Culligan, here for every water worry.
Special report. Spectrum just launched Spectrum One, where Spectrum Internet, advanced Wi-Fi, and unlimited mobile come together to keep you seamlessly connected wherever you are!
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with no contract. Call 1-833-743-4999.
The Coopers here just got Spectrum One. Why did you switch?
With Spectrum One, we get a super fast, reliable connection. Look, with Spectrum Internet, I can stream Spectrum News across all our devices.
And the advanced Wi-Fi has enhanced security and privacy features that automatically block online threats, keeping our family and devices safe and secure.
How reliable is Spectrum Mobile?
It's a super reliable service coast to coast.
And it includes nationwide 5G.
Switch to Spectrum One and get 300 megabit internet for $49.99 a month, plus free advanced Wi-Fi and one free line of unlimited mobile with talk, text, and data. Call 1-833-743-4999 or visit a Spectrum store today.
It's one of the most awesome sights in the Pacific Northwest.
It's hard to decide which direction to look at. It's a very humbling experience.
And it's just a short drive from the Tri-Cities.
You appreciate what we've been given.
Fly the Northwest over Palouse Falls, Tuesday on KVEW Local News at 6.
Coming up tomorrow on Good Morning Northwest, we continue to follow former President Trump's indictment as he's expected to be arraigned at a Manhattan courthouse. And Jason Valentine will have your first alert forecast.
You two want to know the sex of the baby?
Yes.
No. Don't look.
The Good Doctor is Monday's feel-good hit.
My job is to mentor and teach you how to be a good doctor.
The Good Doctor, new tonight on ABC and stream on Hulu.
When it comes to supplying the farm, come to Northwest Farm Supply. Keep a flock healthy and happy with the largest selection of Purina around. Plus, all the equipment you need to keep the farm running right. And we have the best customer service. We really do. Northwest Farm Supply in Hermiston, Prosser, and Othello.
Your roof protects your home and family every day. Shouldn't it be the best roof possible? With Air Roofing, a family-owned business in Prosser, you'll see why our customer reviews speak for themselves. No job too small, big enough to take care of your roofing needs. Air Roofing, a company built on quality and reputation.
At the Blue Mountain Station in Dayton, Washington, we invest in community. Our partners include Sweet Cheeks Bake Shop, Cedar Rain Spirits, Onyx Farms, Ray's Roast, Red Band Cellars, Barden Bead Meadery, and the Co-op and Commercial Kitchen. We invite you to explore Dayton today.
Next extra, Pedro Pascal, a.k.a.
Internet Daddy, Space Daddy.
Let's go with Daddy Din Din. Breaking news about the future of The Mandalorian and The Last of Us. Next extra.
Tonight at 7:30 on KAPP.
Well, the sound of roaring engines echoed across part of the Tri-Cities over the weekend. That's just some of the action from the 54th annual Apple Cup race at the Tri-City Raceway. Two competitors got tangled up on the track. Both had been leading in the race until they collided in the very last lap, which allowed the car in third place to finish in first. This was in the Northwest Super Late Model Tour race, the last one of the weekend. Still to come in our second half hour, we've learned who will be on the team as astronauts fly to the moon. Also, a baby grazed by bullets in Western Washington. The news at 6:30 starts right now.
Now, KAPP local news at 6:30.
Washington state sheriffs and police chiefs have been vocal in supporting a bill that would give law enforcement more discretion when it comes to vehicle pursuits. But KAPP-KVEW's Emily Goodell spoke to local law enforcement about whether they could use new technology to avoid police chases.
Yakima County Sheriff Bob Udell says deputies know vehicle pursuits are a risk.
I wouldn't want my wife killed because we're chasing a stolen car. That's property. Let it go.
But he says sometimes it's worth it.
But there's other stuff. Oh yeah, the crimes against people. That stuff needs to be, people need to be held accountable.
In Yakima County, they can sometimes track vehicles using flock cameras.
But the flock camera is limited, like anything else. It can tell us the car, and maybe it's stolen or the car's a suspect, but the flock cameras don't always identify who's behind the wheel. So what does that take? It's personal contact with a deputy.
Without getting an ID, Chris Whitsett with the Kittitas County Sheriff's Office says there's not much they can do.
The best we can do is do our best to identify vehicles and then follow up. I mean, we just have to try to fill in the blanks.
In Washington state, deputies can't pursue cars unless they're pretty sure the driver is intoxicated or definitely sure they're a suspect in a specific violent or sexual crime.
Someone can assault a law enforcement officer and drive away. Someone can steal a car. Someone can steal a cop car. There's really a lot of kind of shocking examples of what this law permits people to just do. And if they can drive away, that's it.
Like a driver speeding 111 miles per hour in Thorpe.
4 law enforcement officers turned on their lights, but none of them had the legal requirement to continue following if that person drove away. And then you know that what happened was the death of 2 kids, unfortunately.
In a head-on crash in Sunnyside. Senate Bill 5352 gives deputies more leeway on how certain they have to be that they have the right person. But what they really want to do is make their own choice about whether to pursue.
When the danger of them escaping is, all things considered, a greater danger to the public than the danger of the pursuit itself.
Reporting Emily Goodell, KAPP-KVEW Local News.
The bill has been endorsed by the Washington Association of Sheriffs and Police Chiefs and is currently working its way through the state legislature. Moving to the weather, which may have made some people do a double take this morning. The calendar reads April, but snow fell in several locations in our region. The Benton County Sheriff's Office posted this picture on Facebook, along with guidance to avoid conditions in the Horse Heaven Hills area. Quite a contrast to what we're seeing outside right now, Jeff.
You never thought you'd have to, hey, you might want to chain up Monday morning to go to work.
Get your sleds out,
yeah. And then halfway through the day, there was sunshine, and
yes.
you looked at the mountain and there was a snow line. Everything above it was all white, everything below it sunny and nice. And there's probably more of that to come. All right, folks, we're looking outside the Legend Skycam network as we move into this evening. And yes, we still are dealing with these clouds kind of coming over and dropping, scattered rain showers and a mixture of snow as well in those showers as it kind of moves through the area. And we'll be seeing these scattered rain showers overnight and then things starting to clear up as well. Look at our Skywatch radar. We see these cells, these systems kind of moving through spots of scattered showers. And like we mentioned, it will get a little cooler tonight. We look over the next 24 hours. We'll see those temperatures dip down below the freezing point by early tomorrow morning and then rise up into the mid-50s tomorrow. We will have a mixture of clouds and sunshine as we go through this week, but we will reach warmer temperatures by this weekend. Exactly how warm? Stay right here. I'll let you know more.
Thank you so much, Jeff. Former President Trump has flown to New York for tomorrow's arraignment. Now, the exact charges against the former president will remain unknown until the indictment is unsealed when he appears in court. ABC's Melissa Adon reports from West Palm Beach.
Former President Donald Trump leaving his Mar-a-Lago estate in a motorcade and departing from Palm Beach International Airport Monday afternoon. He is traveling to New York City, where he's expected to surrender to authorities on Tuesday for his arraignment on criminal charges. The charges stem from an investigation focusing on an alleged hush money payment to adult film star Stormy Daniels near the end of the 2016 presidential election. The former president receiving a cheerful send-off from dozens of his supporters who lined the streets as his motorcade made its way to the airport for this historic arraignment. While Trump's exact charges are unknown, remaining under seal in the indictment, supporters in West Palm Beach saying they will support Trump.
I don't think they're going to be able to stick any charges to Donald Trump, the Teflon Don.
It's the first time a former president has ever faced criminal charges. The indictment remains sealed until Trump makes his first appearance in court, as standard in New York before an arraignment. Sources tell ABC the former president faces around 24 counts, including felonies. Trump denies any wrongdoing. His attorney speaking with ABC's George Stephanopoulos, calling the indictment an abuse of power.
He's gearing up for a battle. This is something that obviously we believe is a political persecution.
Trump plans to return to Mar-a-Lago tomorrow night. This is where he plans to deliver remarks hours after his arraignment. Melissa Adon, ABC News, West Palm Beach.
And the Trump arraignment is one of several stories that will make headlines this month. The Dominion voting systems defamation case against Fox News will proceed to a jury trial. That's expected to start next week with jury selection. That's coming after a ruling on Friday by a judge in Delaware. Fox's highest-ranking executives and prominent hosts could be called to testify over claims about the 2020 election promoted on Fox broadcasts. And the fast food giant McDonald's is about to announce layoffs. The chain told corporate employees to work from home in anticipation of this announcement. It is unclear how many workers could lose their jobs. McDonald's sales rose 11% last year, and the chain plans to continue opening more locations. And local baseball is back. The Tri-City Dust Devils invite fans to tomorrow's first ever Fan Fest. That's at Giesa Stadium tomorrow night at 6 o'clock. The Boys of Summer return to the Diamond for their season opener this Thursday, April 6th. Fans can get a magnet schedule and will get to see fireworks after the game. Well, a mother in Western Washington nearly lost her 3-month-old baby to a shooting. Now he could live the rest of his life with a bullet fragment lodged inside his head. Julie Calhoun reports.
I call him my little man of steel because he reminds me of Superman. He's, kind of bulletproof.
Anna Chase holding her 3-month-old son Leo extra tight as he recovers from being grazed with a stray bullet in the head and arm.
They told me, he's a miracle. He should not be alive. He should not be here.
Anna was walking back from a nearby convenience store with a babysitter, watching her 2 small children, Leo and Leah, when her neighbor reportedly fired 23 rifle rounds into her apartment.
My daughter won't even barely eat. She screams during the night. My son gets startled by any loud noise, and you can just see that fear in his face. And it sickens me. It literally sickens me.
40-year-old Ernest Hamilton is charged and pled not guilty. In court documents, police say he was making suicidal comments and seemed paranoid. He told officers he believed the neighbors were doing surveillance on him. Investigators found a rifle and magazines in his apartment, something he's not supposed to have as a convicted felon.
I just can't imagine how someone could wake up one day and choose to shoot someone's apartment when they very much well know there was children inside.
Leo was in his swing when he was hit. A bullet fragment still in his head that may have to stay there.
They told me that he might not be able to do a lot of normal things that the kid could. He's gonna have to be extra careful with any head injuries. If he would be hit in the head or a ball hit his head, it could very much well kill him.
The 3-month-old has a long road ahead of him. He'll have to see a neurosurgeon for 3 years and possibly have to have physical and speech therapy.
I just want it to be over. I just want him to be okay. And I know he is okay, but there's so much still in play. We don't know anything until he's older. This is something I wish nothing on anybody. No one's child should ever have to experience this.
Wishing him a quick recovery. Still to come, surveying the damage left behind by a rash of tornadoes that ripped through parts of the U.S., and more extreme weather is still expected. And we awoke to snow in some locations this morning, but then the sun came out. Jeff Jacobs has your first alert weather forecast That's next on KAPP Local News at 6:30.
Portion of KAPP KVEW sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
It's the home makeover sale at Furniture Row. And right now, every sofa, dining table, and bed is on sale. Save up to $800 on Purple mattress and adjustable base bundles. Plus, get 3 years no interest. The home makeover sale, on now at Furniture Row.
A superhero of the Avengers and his extraordinary fight to live.
Someone's been run over by a snowcat. He's been crushed.
In sign language, you said to your family, I'm sorry. Sorry.
Thursday night on ABC.
Time for a new roof? Let Eminent Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
With K2 Vision RLE, you can throw away your distance and reading glasses. Plus, you'll never develop a cataract. Schedule a free Zoom consultation with us today. K2 Vision RLE. No glasses, no contacts, no readers.
Hey fans, Eric the Peanut Guy here to tell you that Dust Devils Baseball is back with affordable family fun all season long. Join me at Geisa Stadium on Thursday, April 6th for opening night. We'll kick off the new season with our annual Magnet Schedule giveaway thanks to Tri-Cities Community Help. We conclude the evening with a spectacular post-game fireworks show presented by CO Energy. And on Saturday, April 8th, come out for more post-game fireworks thanks to Yoke's Fresh Market. For tickets, visit DustDevilsBaseball.com. Dust Devils Baseball. It'll blow you away.
Imagine a knife taking this much abuse and didn't need sharpening. Introducing the incredible NutriBlade knives, coated with granite stone non-stick and made of stainless steel, one of the hardest substances on earth. Now everyone can chop, slice, and dice just like a pro. Order right now to get this professional 6-piece set of NutriBlades for just $29.95. We'll even ship them to you free. Get your own NutriBlade knives, the last knives you'll ever buy.
Barney's had the best dressing room lighting. They knew that if you lit women well, they would buy anything.
Next live, Emma Thompson and Mel B.
Tomorrow morning at 9 on KAPP KVEW.
The last thing you want people thinking about when they're in their golden years is money. We have a new family member living with us, which is my mother-in-law, Kathleen. She has had MS since my husband's been 6. We have our caregivers that come into the home and help out with her. She gets showers every day. Walk Cares is a really unique program. As you get older, you're still cared for and you're still valuable. It's just great to know that if needed, Walk Cares will be there for them.
Don't make a fuss. Spring into savings at Denver Mattress. You'll shop brands like
Sealy and Temper
and Purple too. 3 years no interest. Ship free to you.
Denver Mattress.
In your health news this evening, a new study suggests a possible link between the risk of autism and lithium levels in drinking water. The rare earth metal occurs naturally in food and some groundwater. A study in Denmark found a small association between the two. They found a moderately higher risk of autism spectrum disorder in children born to women exposed to tap water with high levels of lithium. Experts caution that this does not show a direct link between lithium and autism and say more research is still necessary. You can find that study in the journal JAMA Pediatrics. As the latest round of severe weather sparked deadly tornadoes over the weekend, and with conditions set for even more dangerous storms Tuesday, those hard-hit communities are mourning more than 30 people whose lives were lost. And now there's growing concerns that climate change could lead Americans to experience more frequent and severe storm systems. ABC's Justin Finch has the report.
The front of the house is right here. The front porch is just gone.
West of the Tennessee River, parts of Adamsville lay ravaged after a tornado touched down. Officials say more than a dozen have been killed in storms across Tennessee. Nationwide, the death toll rising after weekend storms spawned at least 79 tornadoes that ripped across 11 states between last Friday and Saturday alone. In Arkansas, communities assessing the damage.
We were in the basement, but you didn't realize, you had no idea it was doing this much damage out here.
Destruction across Jane Smith's city of Wynn and in the state capital, Little Rock.
100% did think I was going to die. Once I saw the winds pick up the way they did.
This man capturing treacherous conditions on his cell phone, riding out the storm in his work van. In Illinois, loved ones mourning Frederick Livingston Jr. killed after a theater roof collapsed during a concert.
It happened so fast, man. They raised me since I was 2 years old.
This spring, whipping up a deadly storm season. NOAA's Storm Prediction Center counting more than 60 tornado deaths over the past 3 months, close to the 30-year annual average of 70 deaths. AMS research projecting the warming climate may prompt an increase in tornado-producing storms into late winter and early spring. The study also predicting that overnight and late afternoon tornadoes could become more common. During those hours, tornadoes are more than twice as deadly.
That AMS study also predicting the U.S. will see more frequent tornadoes in more densely populated eastern areas of the country where tornadoes are much less common, potentially risking even more lives. Justin Finch, ABC News, Washington.
Now, KAPP First Alert Weather with Jeff Jacobs.
There's been some crazy weather all over the place, and here, well, we're not immune to that with what we've had this morning with scattered rain showers and snow showers across the area, and still some of that happening right now as we speak. We're looking at our Legend Skycam network. We see quite a few clouds out there and a lot of moisture above. And of course, you're going to see that dissipating across the area throughout this evening. And then kind of clearing up tonight and bringing some cooler temperatures as we reach late night, early tomorrow morning after these scattered rain showers kind of move out of the area. But there is warmer temperatures on the way, my friends. Yes, spring is a real thing, and it's going to happen this year. Trust me. Our Skywatch radar shows some areas of scattered rain showers. We're seeing these overhead right now, and we're going to see it kind of move through as moving towards the southeast over us right now, from everywhere from Ellensburg all the way down through into Oregon. Our Futurecast will put this into motion and see how overnight tonight and into tomorrow morning, we do see general clearing over our area. Scattered rain showers around the higher elevations, the mountains of the Cascades down into central Oregon and even up the Blue Mountains. And then we see here Wednesday, another system start to move in. Wednesday and Thursday is when we're going to see more clouds and scattered showers return to our area. Right now, though, temperatures starting to dip down into the 40s. We see 44 for the Tri-Cities, 49 for Yakima. Hermiston at 46, Pendleton cooling down to 43 degrees. Where are we at right now in comparison to where we are normally at this time of year? Well, yeah, we're below, a little bit below. Right now we should be about 63 degrees. We're seeing 52 degrees, and then we're going to see it start to finally get up to where we should be on an average right now by the end of this week, and then reach above that average into the 70-degree mark. Now, there's some good news for you come Sunday. So, yes, there is some silver lining to these gray clouds we've been experiencing out there. Wind speeds not exactly slowing down. Now, we expect them to slow down a little bit more as we get towards 8, 9 o'clock tonight, just a little bit. But still, Yakima, Tompanish, down the Yakima Valley, we see these 17 and 28 mile per hour readings. We see 24 still holding in Ellensburg. And then as you come down towards the Tri-Cities and eastern Oregon, you see them diminishing a little bit down to 9 miles per hour, then 5 miles per hour. Wind outlook, as we look ahead, we see things staying pretty consistent. And then Friday, a little bit of a bump up to about 15 mile per hour breeze, and then calming down a little bit for the weekend when those warmer temperatures come in. Remember, whenever you have a temperature change, you're going to have a little bit of a breeze that comes along with that. So as we move into 2023 even further here, we're seeing Dust Devils home opener, already talking baseball, only 3 days away. Easter, 6 days away. And the NFL draft, wow, right back to NFL. 24 days before all of that fun starts to take place. Tonight, with the clearing skies, we talked about chilly temperatures, below freezing across our entire area. 27 tonight for Yakima. Tri-Cities coming in at 31 for a low tonight. Connell is going to be around 26 for there and Othello. And Hanford at 30 degrees, as well as Hermiston tonight. Tomorrow, we are going to deal with a few clouds. The sun's going to try and make its appearance a few times tomorrow. Not like we had today dealing with the white stuff, but tomorrow temperatures in the mid-50s really for the most part. Cooler spot for Walla Walla, Milton Free Water at 49 tomorrow, and Dayton there at 46 degrees. So as we reach towards Easter, look at this 7-day forecast, Tri-Cities. We're going to get through those clouds and scattered rain showers possible on Thursday, get some sunshine this week, and then get warmer by the weekend. Easter Sunday, 70 degrees, and look at that, 75 by Monday. Hello, we've been deserved deserving of that for a while. So here it comes. And Yakima, we're looking at those scattered rain showers as well on Thursday. Let's just get through that and get to the weekend where we'll see 64 degrees on Easter Sunday and then 70 degrees come the beginning of next week. So bear down. Let's just get through this week. And we've got blue skies ahead next week. Maddie?
Thanks, Jeff. You're watching KAPP KVEW Local News at 6:30. We'll be right back after the break.
If you've got the TV volume way up right now, then you really need these. These tiny but powerful little hearing aids are the Nano CIC Recharge, priced at only $297 for a full pair. These are not simply amplifiers. These are ultra high quality, ultra reliable hearing aids, priced thousands less than other hearing aids. They fit right in your ear. Nothing shows in the back of your ear. Payments as low as $36 a month.
1-800-277-1540.
We are Grocery Outlet and we are your Bargain Bliss Market. What's Bargain Bliss? You know that feeling you get when you find the name brands you know and love, but for way less? That's Bargain Bliss. It's Grocery Outlet's 20% off wine sale going on now till April 11th. We have hundreds of wines sure to pair with any gathering. So act now, because these deals won't last long. Stop in and save today.
Grocery Outlet Bargain Market.
Come shop the largest selection of RVs in the Tri-Cities at Appleway RV. Save big on Class A's, Class C's, travel trailers, toy haulers, and fifth wheels. Shop America's top brands, Rockwood, Tiffin, Newmar, Dynamax, and more, with a huge selection of pre-owned RVs. Plus, get maximum value for your trade, all with no payments for 90 days. Come shop the clearance event at Appleway RV Pasco.
Sometimes you're so busy taking care of everyone else, you don't do enough for yourself or your mouth. But eventually it will remind you. When it does, Aspen Dental is here for you. We offer the custom dental treatments you need all under one roof right nearby, so we can bring more life to your smile and more smile to your life, affordably. New patients without insurance can get a free complete exam and x-rays and 20% off treatment plans. Aspen Dental, anything to make you smile. Schedule your appointment today.
How does free college or career training sound? It's possible. Washington College Grant is one of the most generous financial aid programs in the country. Eligible Washington residents can get free money for certificate programs, job training, apprenticeships, or college. You can go full-time or part-time, so you can work and continue your education at the same time. Learn more at wagrant.org. That's wagrant.org.
At Vapiano, we invite you to slow down, enjoy the journey. Make a reservation today. Taste wine where it's created. Sample a variety of wines from Sauvignon Blanc, Cabernet Sauvignon, Syrah, and make it a day to remember. Vapiano Estates, Walla Walla.
Next, ET.
I'm excited about it.
We're with country music's finest for all the action in Austin.
ET, see you at the CMT Music Awards.
Next, ET.
Tonight at 7 on KAPP KVEW.
This newscast sponsored by Dairy Queen.
Welcome back, everyone. NASA has announced who will crew the next flight to the moon. Alex Stone shows us who has been chosen.
It was an announcement that had the theatrics of a sports team being revealed.
He is a Master of Science in Physics, an F-18 pilot, and a Canadian astronaut. Your mission specialist, Jeremy Hansen.
All active NASA astronauts who happen to be on Earth right now were in the room, with 4 of them being announced as the ones chosen to go to the moon.
This is a huge effort for NASA, for the United States of America, for Canada, for the whole world.
The 4 chosen include veteran NASA astronauts Victor Glover, Christina Hammock-Cook, and Reed Wiseman, plus Canadian Jeremy Hansen. Wiseman to be the commander, Glover the pilot. Cook is set to eventually become the first woman, and Glover the first person of color to step foot on the moon. Each of the American astronauts has already spent many days in space. Cook currently holds a record for the longest single space flight by a woman at 328 days.
I look forward to the day that we continue to break boundaries, even at the moon.
And that's what we see our role as. We're enabling those next missions.
The crew will first fly on Artemis 2, which is scheduled to next year take the 4 around the moon for the first time since the end of the Apollo program 51 years ago. That will make history, but then Artemis 3, maybe in 2025, is designed to land on the moon, and Artemis 4, a second moon landing expected in 2027.
This is our crew. This is humanity's crew.
And with all of it, the ultimate goal is to be able to one day launch from the moon to head to Mars or even deeper into space. Alex Stone, ABC News, Los Angeles.
You're watching KAPP Local News at 6:30. Jeff will be back with the final check of your forecast when we return.
It's the home makeover sale at Furniture Row. And right now, every sofa, dining table, and bed is on sale. Save up to $800 on Purple mattress and adjustable base bundles. Plus, get 3 years no interest. The home makeover sale, on now at Furniture Row.
Hey Dad, look,
Us.
this is the magma chamber.
This isn't us, is it? When did we get so connected to our devices and so disconnected from each other?
She's not answering.
What? And when our phones have turned us into this, LT, what do you do when you're a company that sells them? We gotta fix this. It's time to find what we're missing. Join us in taking a break from our devices. Take the phones down for 5 challenge for 5 days, 5 hours, or even just 5 minutes. Feels good. And let's find us again. US Cellular, built for us.
4752.
Hey up there. Points. Points!
Everyone knows miles are better than points.
Oh, you fancy miles. That's all you ever talk about.
Stop! I'm telling Dad you used credit.
Bah!
Pish posh. Use me.
What he needs is points.
Think about the repercussions. It's 10% off if you sign up for a store card.
No. Oh, boy.
It's okay to use credit sometimes. Let's talk about it.
Find a healthier approach to money at Giza.
Click It RV Tri-City Superstore has gone mad with huge discounts on a huge selection of top brand RVs, which means the lowest prices, factory incentives, and rebates.
You guys gotta beat the spring rush and get in here now.
Shop online and find the floor plan you like, then build it, price it, and click it.
Or come to the Pasco Autoplex.
From travel trailers to fifth wheels, toy haulers to motorhomes, the huge indoor-outdoor RV show is here. Get a better RV and the lowest price guarantee.
Only at Click It RV Tri-Cities or clickitrv.com.
Be a winner like me and get the Click It RV.
It's one of the most awesome sights in the Pacific Northwest.
It's hard to decide which direction to look at. It's a very humbling experience.
And it's just a short drive from the Tri-Cities.
You appreciate what we've been given.
Fly the Northwest over Palouse Falls, Tuesday on KVEW Local News at 6.
With friends, there are no secrets.
Chandler entered a Vanilla Ice look-alike contest and won. Ross came in 4th and cried.
The best way to end your day. Friends, tonight at 11:05 on KVEW.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good, you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with a limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again.
With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit.
So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let M&M Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Don't make a fuss. Spring into savings at Denver Mattress. You'll shop brands like
Sealy and Temper
and Purple too. 3 years no interest. Ship free to you. Denver Mattress.
Portion of KAPP sponsored by Lord's Health and Trios Health, making communities healthier.
Welcome back, everyone. Let's take a final look at the weather. A very eventful day, Jeff.
Yeah, you say that at least, right? A heck of a day to be a weatherman out there when you've got snow showers in the morning and scattered rain showers and mixed snow showers in the afternoon and blue sky and warmer temperatures in the middle of the day. Yeah. Well, here we go into April. We're not quite sure what we're going to get, but we do know for the next few days we're going to gradually start getting a little bit warmer into the 70s by the weekend and into the beginning of next week. Look at the Daily Planner Tri-Cities. There is what you can expect for tomorrow, all right? So 35. Then 49 and 55 for Yakima. That's what you can see tomorrow. Some more sunshine poking through the clouds. We still have to deal with some clouds. Temperature of 53 degrees, and there's Walla Walla, the Milton-Free Water area for tomorrow. So yeah, definitely we will get through this, and we will see spring. It's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Going to be a lovely Easter weekend. Thank you so much, Jeff, and thank you so much for watching. KAPP Local News is always on at yaktranews.com. We're back tonight at 11 o'clock.